Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. What's going on, people? This is Influence. I'm back with Magic Square's Stunticons, and this will be the Menasor review and put together and showcase and whatever else it is. This will be all about Menasor. So this is Magic Square's Menasor. As you can see, we have the 5 bots in the trailer that turns into the body, which I already did the trailer. If you want to see that, there's maybe I'll leave it in the description. If you're new, you can check out my channel. Just peruse and browse around and see what's going on, what is what. And if you're not new, thank you for coming back. So we're gonna get into this right now. First things first. I'm gonna get into this guy quite easy. Pull this back, pull these out of here. Got these back like this. Flip around, flip it up, flip this up. And these 2 tabs are going to peg in underneath the head. Flip it around here. I don't think you can see those pegs, but you don't need to see them anyway. Just take my word for it. They peg in quite nicely underneath there, and it's fine. I know they're making somebody's making a 3D printed thing. I would like to check it out, but I don't think I'm going to buy it because I'm fine with it like this. But you can see there's like I think it just makes it flat, and it looks like it's probably black. The one I saw was just printed, so it was the color of the plastic. But they're probably going to paint it, or you can paint it. I don't know. He might have the plans for free, or he might be selling the pieces after he prints them. I don't know. I know people do that, and I appreciate the skill because I have no idea what I'm doing with a 3D printer. Anyway. So next we're going to go to the legs because they're the easiest, kind of. Now these, you see the holes right there, they're going to peg into these. And these down here pegging, kind of. So this one goes over here because the pegs are smaller. And I know that. I know he goes over here. Anyhow. I'm not sure what I was doing. Him on there like that. Then you come over here, get him on here like this. I'm not sure why they didn't put 2 holes in the other one either, but so he's on there like that. So now you have these 2 to contend with. There's 2 different configurations, not 2. There's many different. There's 3 actually different arm configurations and 2 different leg configurations. The first configuration I'm going to show is the easiest configuration. Let me take his guns and stuff out just so they're not in the way. First configuration, like I said, is the easiest configuration to start with. So you put these on here like this. So I guess it's like this. I thought it was a different way. It's like this over here. So you plug that in there and you plug this in here. Yeah, I guess it looks different on both sides. See, that's why I wasn't sure, because you see how it looks. That's just mainly to cover this section. And you pull this out. Then this, oh Jesus. So I got that one. And then he needs some heel spurs. Yeah, he would benefit from some heel spurs. I can see that now, and I will talk about that. Also, he's not pegged in as well as he could be. So now over here, let me see if I can get this one on camera. Don't know. I don't even know where it pegs in it. Oh, I think right here is 2 pegs. Yeah, there we go. He is a little back heavy, I can say that. He would benefit from heel spurs, but I guess you can put these on maybe. And you can't even see that. What I'm talking about is right here, you see behind the camera. Now these feet are what I'm talking about. So maybe if I put these on, which they go on like this, and they actually can go on and be left on, and it acts as heel spurs. So I don't know, maybe that's what they're for. I didn't think so. I know they're the feet for the toy. I believe they're the feet for the toy version. But I mean, they are heel spurs now. So that is, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm thinking maybe that's what they're for. Like oh yeah, he's super stable. I had those things on, and I believe they should be on, because without them, there's no heel spur, and he's just super unstable. With them, he's perfect. He's perfect. So yeah, so this is the configuration. I'm not sure what configuration this is. There's toy, and I'll show you the articulation with the arms this way. This is coming up. Maybe I don't have something right, but I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe it's because of this. I did change this because I like this, and I'm going to keep it on. But let's show you articulation in this mode. So it kind of goes over articulation. But I'm going to show articulation with every configuration of arm and leg. So with the legs in the back, we have the double. Is it double? No, it's single, but it gets you more than 90 degrees. Just about. Not much more you can ask for in a cabiner, but you can see his arms get up to there. They do spin around, of course, still. And he has the elbow bend because the arms are not even on the elbows. You can see that. I do have to hold this because of it coming up. Again, it may be something I did wrong. I don't know. I can't tell. So moving right along. So if you want to change these, I'm not going to change them because I'm leaving these on. But you have this that came on it. And I think it goes like this. This piece. Now you got to unscrew a screw behind it to get, it's not hard, but to get it off, that's why I'm not going to change it. But you have that. You also have this other head that you can put on in order to give him, IDW, I believe. So I think maybe that's the 3 configurations: toy, cartoon, and IDW. So let's get into The next configuration, take these off. Take these off. You got to get him apart. So you got to take this apart to get his arms out. Take all this up. His arms can come out. Maybe. It's kind of difficult, especially because they're stuck in there like that. This side is a little easier. Now you should be able to slide this off of here. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh, okay. So you turn it and then you can pull it out, because you can only pull it out one way if it's turned. So then you put this back together just like it was, just because it's just it's gonna be the top portion. Then you put this back together. It's gonna be the bottom portion. And now you do this. You have 2 slots. You can't see that. Sorry about that. You have these 2 slots that go into here. Go in there. This goes up here. Again, where it was before, but it's just closed now. This guy's the same way. Just got to get his arms. Probably got to get this out too. Just split it. Get this up here. You get his arms out. Then you can move this. Again, you move it this way. Then you should be able to pull it out, because you can only pull it out one way. And you get it back together like you would. And you get this together. Like you would. Make sure it's compressed all the way or it won't fit. And you got this up here that you tab on. Same spot you tabbed it on the first time. And you can even move this up. Along with the arm configurations. And let me see, you probably had the same articulation up here. Yeah, you do, basically. So you have the same articulation. Then along with this configuration, you have other configurations. You can opt to turn this around like this. You can pop these thighs off. Pop those thighs off. Pop the new thighs on. That's not the one. Same over here. Pop the thigh off. Pop the new thigh on. And you can turn this around and have these feet. And now you have this look, which I kind of dig. I kind of like. I may keep him like this. And also, then you can have him looking like this. Now, this is the way I want him to look personally. See what's going on with this leg. I think I pulled it down because it's uneven. Yeah, I did. There we go. Yeah, I know it was looking uneven. So yeah, this configuration is the way I like it. I like the way he looks. I like that he looks like the cars are actually used more than just stuck on, even though they are. But I do like this configuration. Now I'm going to try it with the third configuration, which is actual cars as the arms. And I think I may like that. But then you can do one step further. You got this, move like that. Move this out. I showed a little bit of it in the other video. That's me being fast and quick and trying to hurry up with this transformation. Sometimes I tend to do that. I try not to, but sometimes when I'm getting frustrated, and this by no means is as frustrating as X-Transbot's Menasor, but there's just there are a little couple pieces of frustrating parts that is kind of getting on my nerves. So I do want to. I'm ready to have this thing as I want it, like in the configuration I want it in. This configuration, you have the boxes from those squares, and I think that looks good. I don't like the boxes as much, and they're kind of finicky. The peg is hard to peg in. This whole thing is finicky. If I have one complaint, it's that while you're manipulating it, stuff will fall off. But I mean, see, I didn't even have that one on. I have this one on. Once you get it on, but this peg, you see this peg goes into the back, and it's a lot thicker than the peg hole. And that makes for a great connection once you get the connection. And you can see with this, what I mean. Like it's a great connection once you get the connection, but woo-wee. Now I'm going to have it in the next configuration, which is the last configuration I'm going to, and then I'll show articulation in that configuration. But that's going to be my final. The way I have it now, and what I'm about to show you. So let's get into there. So for the next configuration, the final configuration I'm going to have, I'm going to pull these arms off, pull them off, pull this fist off, put the fist on the side because you're going to need that fist. Pull this other arm off, take this fist off. It's just on a mushroom peg type thing. Put the arm to the side, put the fist over here. You're going to need it. Now, I should have just left it together because I left this apart so it was easier. Here, you're going to get this joint. There's a joint in there. You want to kind of bring it up and out. In order to do so, there you go. Pull that up like that. In order to get access, you move that, and you see how that moves. Then you leave it like that, and it's like this. That's like the arm joint. So then you just get to put the hands back where they were, or the arms, I mean. Put all this back together and put this back together. I just did it because it was easier to leave it off and do it. And I'll show you what I mean. You'll see with drag strip. Now I can't get this in here. Now you have that because it's like the elbow joint. You have the same joint. Get these arms apart, then just pull. His is a little easier, kind of. Then just pull this around. Then you get it, and that's basically the resting spot. Like that. Get everything back together. Normal. Now what you do, take these. This black thing's on the outside. So you want to put the arms or the hands in there like that. Because then you're going to put this on here. like this. Then this is going to go up here. So now, just want to plug this in here and here. Here and here. Plugs in pretty good. Feels good anyway. Then this over here, what you're plugging in is right there because it's holding this joint out to give it some length. And then up here is the regular plug too. So, and this one actually got 3 places. And here is the last configuration for the arms. And I think it looks good. It's great actually. It's great. So with articulation, we'll go do some articulation and then I'll get out of here. In this mode, you do suffer some elbow articulation. Normally you do get 90 degrees with the other elbows, but in this mode, you do only get that much over here because of the hands. Over here, you get a little more. You do get just about 90 degrees because the hands are different. I would take that hand off, or I should say, if you take that hand off, you would get more articulation over here. You still get the upward, about that much. So in this mode, articulation does suffer all the way around because you don't get all the way up because there's usually a little space here so you can get a little bit more. It's not bad though. Of course, you can still go around. You got a bicep swivel. It really should swivel from here because you got to be careful because if you swivel this bicep, you can pull it off how it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be, the swivel is supposed to be here on this joint, but it swivels more often than not. That's a problem. Didn't have that happen before. So I guess we can add that to the list of issues with this mode. Now, if you have it in original mode, that's not going to be an issue. So let's go through. He has waist swivel, swivels all the way around. He has independent skirts. He has a waist bend that you can get. You can swivel these skirts up a little bit. These ones go up. That arm falls off a lot, I see. So these skirts can go up. The back skirt goes up, and these can go this way in order to get, if you want to get the legs all the way back and forward. That's impressive. He can do this, the hurdles. He also can do the splits as well, which you can see the legs are failing. So he does do splits, but the legs fail. So that's a kind of null and void when that happens. He's a little back heavy. I can say this falling off is not good. I don't like that. Again, that's in this mode. It's not going to happen in the other mode because the arms are really tight. So yeah, I may have to rethink if I'm going to have it in this mode or not. Head can go down that much, up that much. Spins around, and you can get a little side-to-side action. So that's good. Knee, I think I saw knee. I think I showed knee, I should say. 90 degrees. You got the thigh swivel at the top. You do get a knee swivel. And then you get the feet. They go down, they go up, They rock this way, they rock that way, they rock all over. So they're very well articulated. And as long as you got the heel spurs on, you are pretty golden. I don't know if I like that. You can turn it around. You can do this, I think. Thought you could. No, I guess you can't. You can only have it this way when it's backwards. But I'm all right with that. You saw him holding his sword, but I will show it again in this mode to see how well he can hold it. See how well it holds up. In the other modes, he can hold his weapons, but in this mode, he definitely suffers. Even when I have it right, it wasn't right. So that's why I say even when I have it right. But yeah, this mode is just finicky. But he does hold his gun up. If you can get, if the pegs would stay in, you can see he holds his gun. I can't even get the pegs to stay in, but let me see if I can get it. Yeah, he does hold his gun up. The sword on the other hand, and it's at the, well, no, his shoulder. No, he's all right. His shoulder isn't that bad. The shoulder does fail, and the elbow fails in this mode. The other mode, the elbow doesn't fail in this, because you have this, and it's tight. It's a tight joint. But in this mode, it fails. I think it looks good, but there's a lot of things to be desired. So yeah, I think don't really have much to compare him to. I'm being brave. So you see how much smaller he is. Comes up to like the top of his thigh. Am I going out? So in the end, my feelings on this is he's great looking, great legend scale, man. Like it's a great legend scale figure. He is finicky. He does have some issues, shoulder issues going on. Yeah, he's almost unposable in this mode, which is the mode that I thought I'm going to have him in, but I may rethink it. And I think I'm going to put him in the split mode, which doesn't look bad at all. Actually looks a little beefier and doesn't look straight, just stuck on. So I kind of like that. If you can understand that. It's a little less fake arm than say X Transbots or DX9s from what I saw. I don't have DX9s, but he's a little back heavy, but it doesn't really affect it as long as you can have the heel spurs on. What else? I think that's about it. Is mad options. The best legend scale Menasor out. I mean, it's the only one. Yeah, it's a great legend scale figure. I definitely recommend it if you're in for it. I know it was a little bit more expensive than some of the other legend scale figures, and they're getting up there. Again, supply and demand. That's where everybody's going to. So they know it. They know it. But I think Motormaster was worth it. I can see where they put their cash into. If you like this review, I appreciate you watching, and I will get up with you guys in a later review. Peace.
Ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.